All right, guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm going to show you how I made just under $2,000 today day trading NASDAQ. So before I get into the breakdown of the strategy, let me get into the accounts for transparency purposes. This is on 5 funded accounts. As you can see here, I've got my accounts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now this is on NQ. You can see where I took the trade. I had a buy position at 23,868, and then I exited the position at 23,966. So like I said, this is on 5 accounts. And now the P&L down here does say 0. It's because the markets are closed right now. So I was able to take a screenshot of it just so you can see that I did end up actually making that money. You can see the accounts here. I've got 772, 772, and then it's exactly what I just mentioned as far as where the trade is. And then also, I love this about Trade I was able to download this that shows you my exact breakdown of the trade. So as you can see, I had 392. This is on 5 accounts, so 392 profit. Did have a total of $2.68 for fees and commission, so 389.32. I was in this trade for a little over an hour, 1 hour, 1 minute, 18 seconds. And then, yeah, you can see my stats there. Didn't take a loss. And then, really, this is the most important thing. You can see here it was on MNQ micro. I took 2 micro contracts. I did enter the trade as soon as market opened. And then I did get out of the trade right at 9:31 Central Time, which is my time. I was in it for about an hour for a total P&L 392 minus the fees and commission. So with the transparency stuff out of the way, let's get into the breakdown of the trade and what's going on in my mind and why I decided to take buys on NQ today. So this right here is market open. Now, for transparency purposes, again, this is replay mode. If this is your first time watching a Trader Studio video, we do preach that it is replay mode. Every trader is going to be the best trader on replay mode. So please be careful. I have lost with this strategy before, and you can as well. So make sure to use proper risk. And this isn't 100%. Of course, nothing is 100% in trading. So please keep that in mind. But here is what I'm looking at right before market opens at 8:30 Central Time. So as you can see here, we did have this big sell-off on NQ. We did have some news today. We had core PCE price index come out, and we had unemployment claims. So as you can see, we sold off here on NASDAQ. And then right before market open for that hour, it looks like we just kind of were in this range right here. So I was marking off my resistance and I marked off my support. And my idea here was, if you are new here too, I do use an indicator called pivot points, which you can see here, pivot point standard. I do use that indicator. And what that is these orange lines on here. It's basically just daily support and resistance zones. I do use traditional auto, and this is just one back. Can do a classic. I do like to use classic as well. It shouldn't change the pivot points much. But I do use that for my take profits, not necessarily my stop losses. So this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm planning on doing. We get this break of this resistance. Now we do have a pivot point here, so I don't want it to break here, and then I only target here because that's not too much. It's only 11 points. So I'm waiting for this pivot to get broken and this previous high, and then I'm going to target this next pivot point right here. And it's also funny how we conveniently have a pivot point right at this resistance here, and then we also have this giant candle to fill back up. So I was very comfortable with taking buys on this, and then I was keeping my stop loss right in the middle of this range, right in between. Now, if we were to sell off, I was going to wait for this previous low to get broken, take the position there, and then what I would do is target this very next pivot point right here. So let's see what happened with market open. So as you can see, 8:25 a.m. Let's do the next candle, 8:30. Now the market is open. So as you can see, we are in this trade. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. We are in this trade now. And as we're going up, I'm confident. I still have my stops where they need to be, and I'm just holding this trade. So like I said at the start of the video, I was in it for a little over an hour. So right here, I was kind of afraid that it was going to come back and get me out of break even because we were almost at my take profit. I mean, we were basically 5 points off, as you can see there, and then we completely reversed. So I was a little kind of worried that it wasn't going to come to break even, but I just trusted the strategy and just held my trade. And then, as you can see, we ended up hitting our full take profit. And that is as simple as it can get.